Hi. Do you feel nervous when you are waiting for a text response back? This might be the video for you. Hi, I'm Kim Long and I'm with Docha Psychological Services. And yes, we have certainly done a video before about texting anxiety. This is a little bit different. We're going to focus exclusively on what to do while you are waiting for a text response. What are some of the strategies or maybe even some preventative measures I can take to help me cope with that anxiety of when I'm waiting for a text? Here's the thing with texting, and I fully admit I have a bias about this because I am not a great texter. I grew up in the generation where we had rotary phones still. We don't have to go there. Anyway, so texting for me is kind of a means to an end. It's not really a priority for me, although it is really handy. So I guess for me, one of the things that I would hope people would do if they're waiting for a text back from me is I'd like them to think about all of the different alternatives. What are all of the other reasons it could be that I am not texting back in that moment, or as quickly as they're wanting me to? So the question would be, what else might be going on in Kim's life that she hasn't been able to read my text or text me back in the time frame that I'm expecting? And thinking about the alternative that way also helps make it feel less personal, because sometimes not receiving a text back in a timely manner, we make it personal when it's not. For example, we may think they don't like me, or they're avoiding me, or they're avoiding the question, or whatever, when in reality that may have nothing to do with it. It might be that things are just super busy and they want to be able to devote the thought and time because they care enough about texting you back, or they care enough about the communication with you that they don't want to rush it. So there's other ways to look at it. So maybe look at the alternatives. The other thing is look at the implications of it. Is this text that you've sent high stakes, or is it just annoying that you haven't received a response? Now, if it's high stakes, I would also invite you to find another way to get a hold of them, depending on how high stakes it is. But really, it helps to create a context for you as well, that we've gotten so used to receiving responses so quickly that it's like we've lost a sense of what is a reasonable time frame and what isn't. Now, again, for those of you who know me personally and you're saying reasonable time frame, I know that I am horrible at it. So when I'm saying reasonable time frame, generally, I think you could expect a text response back in an hour or two, or even that day. But that's for you to decide what you need as someone who has sent the text. And so this kind of gets into the prevention part of it. We all have different ideas or beliefs about what the expectation should be about responding in a timely manner, and especially concerning the topic of the text. So I would just invite you to be really clear with the people that are in your life about what are your expectations around texting. And I know that sounds silly because it's supposed to be this thing that isn't a big deal and just makes our lives easier. And it is still a form of communication. So with any communication, it can be really helpful to let the other person know, listen, you believe that you can respond in a couple of days. For me, if you're not responding in a couple of hours, I think that you're dead in a ditch somewhere. Well, that might be extreme, but for some people that's as high stakes as it can feel to not receive a text back. So being able to communicate your expectations around, this is what I expect when I'm texting you. And particularly if it's around these topics, right? So take some time, think about that, set those expectations and communicate them. Secondly, even asking yourself, because we're so used to having that response right away, maybe asking yourself, what is my intention behind texting this person? Is this something that could wait until I see them later? Or do I really need to send this now? Because when you think about the amount of information that we have incoming every day, some people can handle that better than others, right? So if you're able to set your expectations, but also be really clear with the people in your life about, if I'm sending you a text, this is my intention behind the text. That may help the other person understand, oh, this is why I need to respond in the timely manner that they're asking me to. So I don't know if that makes sense with keeping it all general like that, but that's kind of what I'd recommend in terms of prevention, is set your intention and make your expectations clear, and then that way who you are texting with can hopefully live up to your expectations, or at least minimize any misunderstandings that may come from accidentally taking something personal that actually isn't personal on the other person's side, because they may just have different expectations or ideas about what it means to text. So hopefully this helps, and until next time, good luck with texting, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.